Wow. Wow. Um, Give it up for everybody here, honestly. Give it up for all the inductees. I'm so honored and humbled and excited to share this day with you guys. Really, it means the world to me. Thank you to the M Club, the committee. Man, I will say that I've definitely given this whole speech way more thought and time than I thought that I was going to. And I'm glad that I did. You know, between Scott emailing me, texting me, telling me to prepare a speech, subliminals from my mom, you know, saying, hey, sweetie, have you watched Jarrell and Dominique's speech on YouTube? My fiance saying, hey, I'll listen to your speech if you want to. I'm like, all right, I get it. Like, cool, I'll prepare something. So once I shook the noise and the distractions of them, got them out of my head, I was like, you know what? You've been you. Be yourself. Do what you would do, and that is to prepare and to ad-lib. do a little bit of everything. You know, this day I'm a product of a village, honestly, and I'm so thankful. I never really thought that I would be here. Not that I didn't prepare for it, not that I didn't plan for it, not that I didn't work hard, but, you know, I'm just a kid from Madison and love basketball, you know, and there's just so many people to thank for this opportunity, for this moment, for this space. You know, I want to thank God for his blessings, thank God for his lessons. You know, there's beauty in the struggle, and you know, as long as you just continue to go, continue to have faith, continue to work, you know, you can do anything, honestly. And only he can write a story like this. I'm just really honestly trying not to mess it up. My fiance, obviously we didn't know each other at the time at Marquette, but, you know, your love, your support, your devotion to me, not only me, but my family, I'm so grateful, you know, that you're in my life, that you're in our life, and, you know, making this day even more special than I could have ever imagined. I love you and thank you. Pops, I want to thank you for loving me, having my back. You know, as y'all know, my dad, he went to the wrong school in Wisconsin. This is part of the ad-libbing. This is not on the card. This is part of the ad-libbing show. He went to the wrong school. He went to Wisconsin, but I forgive him, kind of. But, you know, you always loved me. You always had my back, and I look forward to those East Coast trips to Rutgers and St. John's and Providence, because I knew that you were going to be there. I knew that the family was going to be there. So, you know, I cherish those memories, and I'm very grateful for that. Keisha, Corey, sorry you guys got to bear with me. Like I said, I'm a product of a village. Keisha, Corey, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for literally every single role that you guys played, not for me, but for this family. Like, these two, my aunt and uncle, they're Swiss Army knives. Like, they literally did everything imaginable. Keisha, not only were you my aunt, you were my big sister. You know, you always held me accountable. You loved me unconditionally. And, you know, honestly, of everybody in my family, I probably felt the safest with you because I knew nothing was going to get to me. You were always the smartest in the family and something that I've always admired, and I'm grateful for you and helping me get to where I'm at, and I love you. Corey, you're my uncle, more than my uncle. You're like my big brother. And you're my basketball coach. I looked up to you my whole life. And you set a bar. You definitely set a bar. And you challenged me. You challenged me mentally. You challenged me physically. You know, a story about this guy. He's partially a lunatic, which is probably why I'm crazy too. In high school basketball practice, he used to set the deck against me. So he would always have me on the team with, you know, the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th guy on the roster. He would take the starting 5, take me out of it, and give, like, the best, you know, next 3 players. And so, like, I didn't know at the time, like, he's teaching me how to win. He's teaching me how to compete. not have any excuses. It didn't matter. You know, life isn't gonna be fair. You don't know what you're gonna be up against, but you gotta go get it. And I remember I went to the basket, and they would let them maul me in practice. They didn't care. So I go to the basket, I get hit, I bite my tongue, bleeding, bite a piece of my tongue off, and Corey's just underneath the basket with the whistle, and I'm like, Corey, I need to go see the trainer. He's like, you could. But if you leave, your team's probably gonna lose, and you're gonna be on the line. So I'm like, I'm bleeding. I'm like, my tongue. I'm like, all right, well, hey, go spit it out in the drinking fountain and get back on the court. But, you know, that was kind of the mentality that was instilled. And thank you both, and I love you guys, and you guys mean the world to me. Pat, I can't recall a time in my life that you weren't in it. Thank you for loving me like your own. Thank you for the positivity, the joy, the happiness that not only you bring to me, but to my family, to my mom. Mom, I rarely call you Mom. I usually call you Pam. She also went to the wrong school, too. We forgive her for that. There aren't enough ways to say thank you. I'd be up here literally all day, and I know we got a basketball game to get to. Thank you for all that you've done. Thank you for all that you've sacrificed. Thank you for all that you've endured. Not only to provide me with, you know, the necessities and all that, but things that I didn't need. I never knew how hard that you had to work. And as I got older, I started to see it. And I'm grateful for it because you taught me how to work. You taught me how to not give up. You taught me how to compete. You're the essence of strength, determination, stubbornness, both good and bad. But I think that you need that, and I know I needed that because it helped me get to where I'm at now, and it kind of guides me to where I want to continue to go, you know, who I want to continue to be. And without your stubbornness, there ain't no way that we are getting through these practices at Marquette. There's no way. You know, it was that stubbornness that it was like, you know, you're not going to get outdone in practice today. You're not going to let this weight session break you. You know, no matter how tired you are, you're going to get up, you're going to touch the line. You're going to get up, you're going to go to class. You're going to go to study hall. Study hall. But, you know, that was you, and I appreciate that. And you made me set the bar. You helped me for my daughter, you know, Sky, sweetie butt, kid, all the things that I call you. I love you. I love you so much. And thank you, kid. I know you're only 6, so you're probably not going to understand all that I'm saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Thank you for giving me purpose, you know, every single day. It's easy. I found it's easy to give up on yourself. You know, it's easy to, if you're only doing it for you, then you're not doing it right. Because you can quit on yourself. You can tell yourself, I'm tired. I can take a day off. You can justify that. But, you know, when I would look to my village, my people, my city, Marquette, I couldn't. You know, there was no giving up. And when I wake up every day, no matter how hurt I am, tired I am, what city I am, what road trip, whatever it may be, you know, when I see you, when I think about you, that's my purpose. That's my North Star. And I got to keep going because that's what you did for me. That's what all you guys did for me. And that's why I'm here. And Daddy loves you. To my Marquette family, thank you. Athletics, academics. Part of the reason, one of the main reasons why I went here was for that village. I've said that a few times now, and as you can see, all you guys sitting here today in the blue and gold, and I love it. I love it. I love, you know, my Marquette family. You know, so many names, so many great people. I don't really love singling people out, but, you know, Danielle, you know, TF, Mero, Katie, Scott. Don't love thanking you, but thank you, Scott. You know, Broker, thank you for caring for us. You know, I think I speak for everybody when I say, like, you guys really cared about us. And that means a lot, because you don't get to where we're at right now without people wanting the best for you, without anything in return. And you guys cared for us, you pushed us, you encouraged us, you challenged us. And to get that from a university, not just your family, but to get it from a university that you go to every single day, to feel that pride, that it's amazing. Adrian, I did not forget about you. Adrian might be the reason why I got to Marquette. Where are you at? There you are. You might be the reason why I got to Marquette. Basketball was great. The recruiting, amazing. You know, Tom Crean did an amazing job. You know, Jarrell and I and Dominique, and you know, one of the ways that he recruited us was he kept us in the loop while we were in high school. I knew how Jarrell was playing. I knew how Dominique was playing. They knew how I was playing. So it was that connection. But Adrian sold my mom, and you know, with family, she told my mom that her son was going to be okay here, and I was going to grow into be a man. And Adrian, I'm thankful for you. I appreciate it. Sometimes I couldn't stand you. I know it was mutual, but your commitment to us, all of us, not just the basketball team. I mean, you can ask anybody. This place is special, and I'm really grateful for that. My teammates, obviously, this is basketball. It's a team sport. You don't get to where you are by doing it by yourself. My coaches, real, how many coaches we had? Like 58,000? All of them, you know, grateful, because you learn something from everybody. And I didn't really understand that at the time, but as I started reflecting on this, my time at Marquette, you know, once getting the nod that I was going to be here, we start thinking about ways that you got here. You know, you're just like, I can't believe it. And learned something from all my coaches. You know, like I said, Coach Crean recruited us, pushed us, challenged us, helped me to not fear anything. You know, I don't go undrafted and have the career that I do if I was afraid. And Marquette prepared me for literally everything that I had to go up against, and I'm thankful for that. Buzz really helped unlock what I could be as a basketball player. He gave me confidence, showed me confidence just by being in position that if you just show up and you continue to work, it could be your time, and be ready for it. You know, my teammates, I love you guys. I love all of you guys. You know, from my freshman year to my senior year, we just have a bond, you know. And we used to say, like, Marquette isn't for everybody, and it's not. And then we used to kind of use that as like a rally cry, you know, like, you have to be Marquette tough. Like, we really meant that, though, and we really believed that, and we really lived that. You know, it was reminding us that we're unique, we're special, we're different, we're built a little bit different, we're cut a little bit different. You know, we embrace the city of Milwaukee, the state of Wisconsin. It's a little bit different. Like, you have to, you know, puff your chest out every once in a while. You got to remind people that you're here to work, and you're not afraid of it, and you're here to win, you're here to succeed. And, you know, that was the bond that we had as teammates. You know, the class I came in with, my guys, my brothers, you know, Dominique James, Dwight Burke, Rel, you know, Rel's here today. I love you guys, man. I'm not here without you guys. The time we spent off the court might have been more than our battles, you know, our blood, sweat, and tears that we spent on the court, because we spent them. There was a lot of blood, a lot of sweat, and a lot of tears. But again, that bond. Real, I'm not singling you out because you're here. I would have did this if you weren't. This guy right here, he pushed me. You know, I told you the story about my uncle. I'm biting my tongue off, and he said, you better get back out there, otherwise you're going to have to run sprints. You know, and I was tough. My mom raised me that. I played soccer. You better win every sprint. You know, when we're running 120s, I know you know about 120s and all that. Hey, you better win every sprint. And I wasn't the fastest on the team, but I had to be. But when I played Rel, and I saw how he attacked the game of basketball, I was like, yo, this guy's crazy. Like, this guy's crazy. Like, he doesn't care about anything but winning. And I loved winning. Loved it. But I'm like, man, does he love winning more than me? I'm like, ain't no way he loved winning more than me. But how he approached the game, his toughness, his grit, his competitiveness, it was like we weren't friends. You know? We weren't friends on the court. Like, we would laugh on it before we got to the court and all that, and everything was joking. And then we stepped between those lines. It was like he would turn into a different person. And I was like, whoa. And, you know, that made me have to be tougher. That made me have to lock in more. That made me, you know, appreciate the competition, appreciate the fight, the drive. And Rel, bro, I love you. I love you, man. I really do. I'm sorry. So I got a yellow rose at my seat. And I lost my grandmother about 3 years ago. And for all that was around this time, around the time that we were playing, you guys probably remember her. She's no bigger Marquette fan in the world than her. Any memory I think of, she's in it. And when I got this call, I was excited, but I was sad at the same time because I wasn't gonna be able to share it with her. Crazy thing about it, it's her birthday today. Right? Like I said, only God can write a story like this. I'm really just trying not to mess it up. Like, it's her birthday today, and man, Grant, thank you. Thank you for the sacrifices. Thank you for being my best friend. Thank you for loving me unconditionally. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for never giving up on me. Thank you for always telling me that I was gonna be okay. Some of the easiest advice she just gave me was like, sweetie, it's gonna be okay. She wasn't lying. Man, I love you, and we miss you. And thank you guys for bearing with me during that. But Marquette, my time here was great. And I'm so thankful for all the familiar faces, all the faces that I haven't seen before, sharing this day. Like, this is what it was about. This is why we came here. I never thought that I was gonna be up here talking in front of you guys, but I'm really grateful that I'm here. And I'm thankful for the love. I'm thankful for the support. You know, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, Marquette. I love you guys. Thank you.